talk about, let's go through the round. Who was the beginning? Were you the first one? Okay. Okay, let's go back this way. So what's her name?
Caitlin.
Okay. I'm sure you have something to talk about this. And after the academy, I'm sure you have so many things in your mind. Share them, please.
Well, I'm happy I came here because I learned like a lot of great leadership skills from these masters over here, and it was great hanging out with all of you guys too, getting to know you. And even though we've been sitting in here for like I don't know how long. I don't know. It's just something about doing all this just makes me happy.
Yes, please. Grandmaster, I just want to say that Caitlin was at my table for the testing. I believe it was the first time that she's ever been at the head table and actually looked at individuals and
During the exam?
Doing the exam, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And she has wonderful, wonderful organizational skills. She had all the paperwork done and set up the way that it needed to be set up, and she was very competent for that. So I was very, very thankful to have her at my table.
We are very proud of you. Very good job. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for pointing this out, because every 2 months we have in-house tournament at our school.
Mm-hmm.
These two girls are my right and left hand.
Mm-hmm.
They do everything.
I'm very happy I came to this camp. Every time I come, I feel like I learn so much more, just different things from different instructors and grandmasters, like Master Amy, the balance game that you had with the students. I thought that was amazing. I never would have thought of anything like that on my own, and I will be definitely incorporating that into my classes with my younger students. So thank you, ma'am. And it's always awesome to come and meet new people every single time, and we all can bond together over sweat and laughter and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm just really glad that I came, and it was great meeting all of you.
Good job.
My name is Joey.
Hi, Joey.
The first thing I want to say is I feel like we don't get to do this enough, because every time I go to one of these instructors camps, I just feel this companionship, you know? Because like, I make so many friends here, and even though we don't see each other that often, it's just like we see each other every single time. It's like, yo, what's up? How you been? It's just great. And also during the camp, apart from the companionship, it's the actual learning content of the camp. They're so relevant. Just all the information is so important to what we do. And I learned so much from every camp. Like before my first one, I wasn't expecting to learn that much. I thought I knew everything. I still do. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just fantastic. I really needed the Phoenix teaching, because I struggle dealing with the smaller children, so that was really helpful, so thank you, man. But yeah.
Hi, my name's Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Okay, so to me, I consider this like the certification camps one of the best camps, because you get so much time to do to learn, and you know we have the tests, and like Joey said, it's the companionship. You know, it's kind of like a family reunion when we come to these. You know, you see people that you met like the camp before, and you're like, hey, how's it going? And as my sister said, we bond over, you know, sweat, tears, pain. So, Dr. King's workout.
Hi, my name is Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
And I guess since this was my first instructor's camp, I really enjoyed it. I think it was a great learning tool. Even though I am the lowest belt ranking here, I am a high red belt. I am not a deputy belt. And it was a great learning tool. I was totally blindsided when I had to help out at the examination. But that was a great learning tool, and I thank you all, everyone, for helping me out. And just thank you. That was a good
Hi, my name's Toby.
Hi,
Hi, Toby. I absolutely love coming to these. They're really fun. I really enjoy making new friends. I think I really learned a lot. I think one of the things that will help me the most is the teaching younger kids, the Phoenix. I've had a harder time with that. And then also, just learning new things in general, it was awesome. Thank you guys.
Hi, my name is Miles. I had a good time. I don't really know what to say. I learned a lot. You guys are real cool.
Thanks, dude.
I'll come to the next one.
Hello, I'm David.
Hi.
I'm glad I came here. I had this, I'm really connected with my church, so I had to sacrifice a lot of things because like I do stuff like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So now I'm kind of glad I did this so I can be prepared to help out on the teach because I'm really awkward. I kind of like do myself stuff like that, yeah. But yes.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
Hi.
I just want to thank Grandmaster Lee and all the Grandmasters for allowing me to come to this and have this opportunity. And it's just really helpful and useful for me because it will allow me to be a better person and leader.
I'm Isabel.
Hi, Isabel.
So this was my first year ever coming to one of these. When I first started at Cornell back in 2013, I was asked to come, but my parents didn't let me. Second year, they didn't let me either. So this is my first year coming. So I didn't really know what to expect. I was like, oh my gosh. I was really scared. I was nervous. I was like, I'm probably gonna cry. But I don't regret coming. So I want to thank all the masters and everybody here for welcoming me.
My name's Ainsley.
Hi,
everybody. I want to start off by saying thank you to Grandmaster Lee and Grandmaster Singh for allowing all of us to come here every year. Because if not, then we would never get this feeling of camaraderie and brotherhood that we all have coming together. And on top of that, I feel really enlightened by this instructors camp by finding out that we're not all so different. We do things a lot the same way. A lot of the ways we teach class, a lot of the way we communicate with our students and with our masters and instructors, is a lot of it's the same. But what's even more enlightening than that is that some of it's actually different. If everybody was the same and we all did things the same way, there'd be no point in coming here because we'd all know everything. So the fact that you're learning something is because something is different. Somebody does something a different way, it makes me feel really good because I'm like, wow, they do something different and it works. Maybe I can try to make that as well. And at the same time, maybe they don't know something that I know, and I'm like, I feel really good showing them what I know, and they're like, wow, that works too. So it's a really ultimately enlightening for me to see different ways and different viewpoints, and at the same time to see that everything's not completely different and alien. Yeah. So thank you for
Hello. So, we really aren't friends anymore after coming here. I mean, heck, we aren't even family. We're more than that, really. We've gone beyond. So, I mean, we're like that Megatron from Power Rangers. We're one. So I'm really happy I came here. It's really helped me out a lot, and I think it's gonna help me in the future a lot too.
My name is Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Yeah, Thompson. I've very recently begun to teach classes on a consistent basis, and I'm very grateful that I was able to come and learn just so much that I can take back and help me in my classes. It's just been very, very helpful. Every single one of you at the table, thank you very much, have given me so much to just increase my knowledge and help me to make this as successful as possible, and I'm very grateful.
I'm really glad I came because I learned a lot on how to improve my leadership skills, and I want to thank all of these friends here because they've given me a lot of support, and all the masters, thank you for your teachings.
So I was really grateful to be able to come here. I came last year and I had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed all the knowledge I learned, so I was excited to come back. And I really enjoyed learning under all the different grandmasters and masters and their different teaching styles. And I really enjoyed the bonding experience I had with the rest of you because I feel like Taekwondo is family, and even if we don't all like each other that much, we see each other.
What are you trying to say?
She went there.
But I know that we can always have each other's back if we need to. So I'm grateful for that.
I'm Shreya.
Hi, Shreya.
Honestly, this is my first camp, so honestly, I was not sure like what I would expect and if I would even like it at all. But coming here like has been a great learning experience for me, and I've gotten a lot closer to my Taekwondo friends and family. And yeah, I'm really grateful for this weekend.
All of obviously my Saint Rock family and Master Shane know this. I'm always very, very honest, maybe too honest sometimes, right? I didn't want to come to the camp. In fact, most of the times I don't want to come to the camp. But that's mostly because I'm stubborn and lazy. So I want to thank Master Shane because I think you're the only person who can put up with me on a daily basis. I like coming to these camps not so much to learn new things, because everybody, again, being honest, probably doesn't go back and teach the same way they do because they teach how they like teaching. Everybody teaches differently. I come here because it refreshes like how I feel about Taekwondo and my motivation. Seeing everybody, this is like kind of like a family reunion. Like last night I told Taekwondo Jesus all yesterday that even though this is a long 3-day weekend, and honestly everybody likes leaving on Sunday, they're like, rushing out of here. It's very sad because I'm not gonna get to see them for like, another half a year or whatever. Yeah, it's sad. So I like coming here because it's refreshing. I had a great weekend. I always have fun. Like I said, not wanting to come here because I'm stubborn and lazy. But seeing everybody is great. And also, I just want to say shout out to Black Belt USA. Thank you for letting us use your facility. And you guys are only like 20 minutes down the road. We should link up more often. You guys are close.
I started in Zebulon with Master Amy teaching us, and I was there right when it started. And I did this when I was a kid, quit for a long time, came back. I was able to pick up stuff a lot faster. I started helping out when I was high yellow belt. I was like, okay, this is what I want to do right away. So then after I started coming here, my first instructor academy, I was high blue belt. The lowest ranking belt besides myself, I think, was Paul over there. He was a green belt. I was free. And the only person and the next person who was lower, who was higher than us, was a deputy black belt, and that was it. We were the lowest ranking belts in that whole place, and I thought, I am not supposed to be here. Do not let me come back again until I'm like deputy. This is not, But it was the first time I met a lot of you, and it was a lot of fun. I wanted to come back the next time. I came back, got transferred over to headquarters, started teaching there and actually teaching classes, and getting to interact with these the people here from headquarters. They're great people, and actually getting to talk more. I'm very shy. I hate being in front of people, and yet coming out here, getting to see Grandmaster King and have them come out and tell us like, okay, here's how you do this stretch, or here's how you do this workout, and I'm going, I have no clue what that's supposed to do. What am I? And then actually doing it, and go, okay, no, I completely understand why they are so strong. Coming out and seeing Grandmaster Singh and getting to learn a lot more about the mental stuff, where we don't teach that as much for most of us. We don't go over the mental part of Taekwondo, but getting a refresh on that, it really helps a lot. And then Grandmaster Vincent to make sure we move and have a little fun, and Grandmaster Nelson to fix us when we all break ourselves. Inevitably, at least one of us will get hurt. But then, like I said, getting to see everyone here, if it's your first year, really, I'm happy you guys came. I want you to say
I've been doing Taekwondo my entire life. Some people say I came out being blind psychic. And I've always enjoyed Taekwondo. I had a lot of friends and everybody in Taekwondo, all the instructors. I really looked up to the instructors. I thought they were the coolest people in the world. I would run around the dojang, climb on the targets. They would chase me out with the shields, and I would run them back in like 5 minutes later. And I always wanted to be an instructor. I thought they were so cool. They were on the Taekwondo teaching. They're like 17, 8 years old, how old I am right now. And it's all amazing me how many I've been to, how many of these camps I've been to, and how much I learned. I learned something different every time, and it's really cool. Thank you.
But I had a great time here. Good job. That's okay, I'm nervous, so I'll probably mess up anyway. What was I gonna say? All right, my name is Skylar.
Hi, Skylar.
AKA Backflip.
It was beautiful too. It was gorgeous.
So, from this instructor academy, I learned a lot. But I think the most important thing that I want to emphasize is this academy has taught me how to see things from other people's eyes, like put myself in other people's shoes, see from their perspective. Growing up, I started Taekwondo when I was 10 years old. I was a white belt. And when I came there, I didn't know what I was looking for. I just wanted to be athletic, and you know, I wanted to kick the ceiling. And karate movies kind of inspired me to do that. But when I was moving up the ranks during a student, I was always looking out for myself. I was always trying to improve. I looked around and I saw other students. Sometimes they'd struggle, I didn't really help. And I wish I could go back and help them. I mean, you can't really do anything about the past. But what this has taught me is that teaching Taekwondo and helping other students is what I love to do. And this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm gonna stop for it right now. Wait, there's a camera there.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah!
My name is D-Rock. So like I said before, this is my second year coming to this camp, and I really love and enjoy this camp, and I want to thank all the Grandmasters for setting up this camp. And this is a really fun experience for me. I mean, I don't know what else to say because everyone else has already said something pretty good.
Like I said before, this is my second time coming here. I actually learned a lot here, more about the Phoenix, because I'm helping with the Phoenix in my dojo. And Master Amy, she's helped me a lot through that. And I'm actually glad that the Grandmasters let me come here.
Hi, my name's Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
This is my first time, and I thank all the Grandmasters and Master Amy for teaching us about the Phoenix so I could help more. And I didn't really help a lot because I didn't know what to do. And I thank Grandmaster Dr. King for the hard workout.
The two things. Two. I was just wanting to thank all of y'all for helping me out and being my guide for my testing. So, and I would like to thank the masters.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Hi,
Andrew. I've been doing Taekwondo for 10 years now. I've been to instructor camp every year since 2011, and I'm still amazed at how many different things I'll hear every year. Like some things stay the same. Grandmaster Dr. King will always find a new way to make my abs hurt. Grandmaster Nelson will always find a new way to stretch me in a way I've never seen before. But every year I learn something new that I can take away and use to better myself. You know, things I was doing right, things I can fix, and things I just, I don't need to do anymore. Besides the fact that, like so many people said before, we're all a family and we don't get to see them so much. I get to see, I only see some of you guys maybe twice a year, and it's not enough,
Brianna.
Hi, Brianna.
And so this is my first year, and I had a lot of fun. I didn't really know what to expect, like most people that came here for the first time this year. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. Grandmaster King's teaching first class, that was really helpful. It was really helpful. And I like how all of the Grandmasters incorporated different things into their lessons because they were just really helpful. Like a lot of you guys said, we don't really talk about mind and spirit in normal class. And this week when we did meditation this morning, we normally don't do meditation for that long in normal class, and that was really nice to just... So thank you very much. I enjoyed it a lot, and I learned a lot.
Grandmaster Julie told me, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday last week, said, Mas Pesantes, I want you to teach class. Okay, I wasn't expecting anything. So I said, okay, we'll talk for a little bit, and I'm here. And I'm proud to be here, and that's an honor also to teach class. I teach every day, the same kids, but with you guys, it's a little different. So that's what makes me a better person to teach Taekwondo. The same thing happened when I went to Korea. I said, Master, it's all this question, what should I bring? Where should I go? You worry. And Master Julie says, mind and body must be sentenced. Mind and body. So you have to understand those things. You gotta be prepared. You never know what's gonna happen. So for you're a Taekwondo practitioner, you always be ready. Always. There's no excuses for you to say, no, I cannot do this. You have to find a way to do it. And that's why we're here, to follow them, because they already been there. So you have to follow them, and that's the right path. So I'm proud to be here and in front of everybody at the Grandmasters.
I don't know why we're saying all our names again, but I'm
Say
Jeffrey. So as I said before, this is my second year coming to this camp, and the first year was like great and all that. We definitely had like a lot more people last year, and I enjoyed that a lot, and that's what made me want to come back this year. But this year, a lot of the stuff that we learned was a lot like different from last year, right? Everything is under the same general umbrella of Taekwondo, except we do like so many other things. We don't necessarily everything that we do is not always just Taekwondo, right? We have a lot more aspects of life that we discuss. There's a lot more things that we learn that can help us all. And I really think this camp is useful for that. And even though, so this time I tested for my black belt. Last time I did not, so it made this one a lot more nervous for me. And but I think after all of the struggles and no sleep and pain and whatever, and yeah, I'll figure out what I was gonna say. But anyway, I thought it was really great. I liked it. I'm gonna come back next year.
I'm Sean. So I found out I was coming Thursday night. It was one of those things, like I was eating dinner, my dad came up to me and was just like, oh, by the way, you're going away for 3 days. I was like, wait, what? But I'm really glad I came, so yeah.
Hi, my name is Ankit. So this is my first time coming to instructor camp, and I've got to say it's a really unique and amazing experience. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot more about Taekwondo and the different aspects of it, things we never really studied, such as the Hapkido massage by Master Nelson, and like things with street self-defense, and it's stuff I never really thought about before, and it's a lot more in-depth, a lot more detailed here that we do in class. So I have a lot more to take home to my home Taekwondo, and a lot more to teach, because usually I'm kind of awkward around students, like I don't know what to teach sometimes, especially around Little Phoenix. So I don't, and Master Amy's Phoenix session helped me a lot with that. So I'd like to express my gratitude to all the Grandmasters. Thank you.
Yes. I don't want to cry.
Join the crowd.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I was so stressed. I was under pressure. I'm in school, full-time student, and just a full-time worker, and I have a lot of a project pending exam. And as many people may have, it was just a pressure, and then I have to do this and that. Like I was kind of feel overwhelmed. So last night I just cried, and
Madison. She's my daughter. She came to me 2 a.m. to 30 a.m. So I asked her, why aren't you sleeping? Because you are not sleeping. Oh, it's just copy. This is a family. She's my daughter. And then a couple came asking me, do you need anything? And I help you. And then somebody helped me to get some grocery and helped me print out certificates. So just when I see all of you, I feel something in my heart. I'm so proud of you all, because I think Grandmasters did a really, really good job with the Warrior students. They are totally role models. They always show respect. Hello, man, love, sir, greeting us as a family, and then just it's exceptional. I'm so proud that I'm part of this family, and then also Grandmaster Lee gave me opportunity to teach a Phoenix session. He told me last Tuesday that teach about Phoenix. So yes, sir. I was just under the pressure because with the school and then all that, but I'm glad I could share with my knowledge, and then I'm so glad that it was a little bit, helpful to you. So I'm really glad. And then I learned so much. I learned so much from the Grandmasters, and I definitely will share with my students, because I was kind of thinking trauma is like, I think, kind of ran out sources. I don't want to teach everything over and over. And then kind of I was weak with about physical exercise, hard training. Definitely, many students love it, and then I'm going to definitely share. So be proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you all, and then it's not comparable with other people. And then thank you so much being part of a family. Thank you.
Tamara. Like so many of you, I enjoy the opportunity to share in this fellowship. I also enjoy the opportunity of being a student, being under someone else's leadership, and learning from so many of you all. The experience that we obtain here is unique to just this place. There is nowhere else that I am aware of that affords this type of opportunity, and I am very grateful for that opportunity. Thank you.
Friend Tim.
Hi,
Tim.
Tim.
I don't do good under pressure. There's been a lot of pressure for the last 5 months, so I'm gonna keep it short. It's always a pleasure to be around great talent. Thank you.
All the time, all I could think was like, this is like one big therapy session. Like, hi, how you doing? And I wish Tim was longer. And so I'm not going to break the monopoly. Hi, my name is Paul. Hi. There you go. I always enjoy coming. I like getting updates on different things, meeting different people. There's always new faces. I love seeing Grandmasters. They are funny, hilarious people. I like talking to them. They show me good things. I like to hug them, touch them. It's always hands-on. That's the favorite part about it, is being hands-on. I'm not a big talker. I'm not a big people person, but I can always come out of the show and do what I need to do. I do the same thing almost every day. I go to work around 7. I get off around 4. I get to Blacklight World around 5. I leave Blacklight World around 9 to 10. This is like a great monopoly with these things, these events and everything. It's always fun. I get weekends. I'm at Blacklight World on weekends too. There's no work, just Blacklight World. I'd love to meet y'all.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
I learned a lot. I feel like through my journey of Taekwondo, I wasn't as interested in it as I thought I was going to be when I first started. And I feel like now I've changed so much because I look at you guys and I probably wouldn't be able to talk to you like a year or two ago. Just because I'm like a really shy person, my cheeks turn red and I turn like a tomato and everything. And so it's just, I learned a lot. I thank the Grandmasters for allowing me to be here, and it's just a really fun experience. I probably don't know half of you guys still, which is bad on my part because I shouldn't just like stick around the people I know. I should mix and mingle. But thank you, and
I'm not gonna say my name. I'm gonna go ahead and let the Blackboard Old Zeppelin people up. Shimon. And then what else do you guys call me? Shim Sham. And what else?
Shanana.
Yes. Any other names?
Master Pie.
Yeah, Master Pie. Yeah, there you go. I have a lot of names with you guys, and while I was sitting here, I was actually rehearsing in my head over and over again. Gosh, there's so much I can say. And I know you guys probably wanted just me to hurry up and sit down, so we can stand, so we don't have to sit anymore because I know your legs are hurting. But I want to go a little bit into my backstory really quick. I started Taekwondo when I was 7 years old. I'm 21 now. I did Taekwondo in Virginia under Grandmaster YK Kim School. I don't know if you guys know who he is or not, but you can look him up. He's really awesome. And my family had to move. And because that school did something a little bit of a different way, I kind of had to start over but be fast-tracked. And I still remember, I don't know if Grandmaster Lee remembers, the first time I met him, that at least I can remember, I walked into his old North Raleigh school, and he, can you stand up please? And he was walking down the hallway in the North Raleigh school, and he had some guy behind him in a suit. And he was just walking by, and he came up to me and introduced me to the guy, and he said, "This is my new student." And I had no idea who he was. I was like, yeah, okay, sure. And I've been here ever since. And you can usually sit down. Okay? And I really cannot say enough about what has happened here. I have met some truly wonderful people. I have a new sister. Well, not really new. We drive each other crazy, we make each other cry, we scream at each other, we yell at each other, and then we make each other laugh on our bad days, and just kind of really understand each other. And then those are her daughters, those are my sisters. my little sisters, and then my slightly bigger sister, and then my brother over there, and then my other brothers over here and over there, and really it's all of you guys.
The crazy uncle.
And the crazy uncle. Because for some reason he likes to torment me so, but I love him anyway. And I have my Miss Mommy over there. We call her Miss Mommy because she is the mom away from home. She really is a mom to everybody. And gosh, there's just so much I can say. I'm really trying to make it short. I apologize.
Talk about the henna tattoo.
At the end, I will.
Okay.
Really? She doesn't know how to spell my name anymore, by the way. She says Shamom. Sham. And
Little yours are pretty.
yes. Oh, is it really? I wouldn't put it past you. Where was I? If you are a student at Black Belt World Zebulon, you know I make mistakes. You know I cannot count when we do Pumse.
Not the only one.
Right? You know I say the wrong name for the wrong people. You know I make mistakes, and yet you put up with me anyway. If you're an original student, if you were there when you were a white belt with me, can you stand up right there? So these are my original students. Was I great when I started? I want you to be honest. Go ahead and just shake your head. You were. I know we've been thanking the Grandmasters and Masters, but I want to thank you guys because you helped me be me. You helped me become who I am and what I do and what I love. So thank you very much.
Cheerleading and whatever work that my husband does and whatever Master Amy needs me to do, I don't have time to actually sit in a class for 45 minutes and take class. I have to run and do everything here. You go to the store, go to the bank, go to drop this kid off, drop that kid off, go pick this kid up. But I have to say, thank you, Grandmaster King, Grandmaster Dr. King. I've had so much fun this weekend. This has been a very enlightening experience, and I've probably taken more out of this than most of these kids here. So thank you, all Grandmasters.